Coming up on Around Town, how does pressure washing pigeon poop help preserve a piece of local history?
Anytime you've got nesting or feces, it just attracts even more.
With a cache of cleaning supplies and a whole lot of collaboration, we tackle one of our messiest jobs yet.
My favorite, just like Mom used to make.
This is Around Town with Town & Country Pest Solutions.
Hey, it's Matt with Town & Country Pest Solutions, and as you can tell, we're in beautiful Fairport, New York on the historic Erie Canal lift bridge. From the sounds of it, they got a little bit of a bird feces problem that needs some cleaning up. Let's go check it out.
Here's a little history lesson. Back in 1914, this section of the Erie Canal was made deeper and wider to accommodate larger barges. As a result, the original Main Street Bridge was replaced by this engineering oddity. This mechanical vertical lift bridge is an irregular decagon, a 10-sided structure that crosses the canal at a 32-degree angle. No two angles in the bridge are the same, and no corners on the bridge are square. When the bridge is lowered, clearance for canal goers is about 6 feet. So to allow larger vessels passage, the nearly 346-ton bridge is lifted 10 feet and 7 inches by a 40-horsepower electric motor. As for the pigeons, their constant activity near the bridge's inner workings will detrimentally impact the mechanical integrity of the numerous moving parts. Not to mention that their feces is highly corrosive and with enough time will weaken metal structures. So for us, this is much more than just a pigeon removal project, but a preservation effort for a local landmark, which we're well equipped to handle. And something as unique as the Fairport Lift Bridge requires some equally unique solutions.
Coming out and doing a full inspection, evaluation, we determined netting is not going to be the answer, although it would be amazing if we could. We're having to come through, we're going to power wash it clean, then we're going to use a DSV material to get rid of all of the disease and fungus, any of the pheromones that are attracting them there. And lastly, we're going to have a quarterly trapping program going on. Every 3 months we'll set traps for 10 days, we'll catch as many as we can, and then we'll do it again in 3 more months.
We've done something similar out in Syracuse with the power washing, the DSV. It helped eliminate added pressure. Remind us again what added pressure is.
Anytime you've got nesting or feces, it just attracts even more. So we need to get rid of what's drawing them there, the nests, the feces, all of that material. Once we do that, they're kind of like just thrown off about where do we go.
It's almost a passive-aggressive way of telling the birds, you're not welcome here.
Yeah, without harming them, keep them away from this area essentially is kind of the goal.
We've had plenty of success on previous bird exclusion projects by installing bird-begone netting. However, the mechanical nature of this structure isn't conducive for taut netting and would either rip or have too loose of a fit when lowered. And while cleaning certain portions of the bridge were straightforward, the maintenance shafts on both sides required the most attention. These cavernous areas collect all sorts of debris, primarily pigeon feces. Much like the very bridge that required our service, implementing our plans had a lot of moving parts. In order to work in these spaces in compliance with OSHA regulations, we reached out to our friends at CP Ward for a number of safety measures. Our crew members were required to wear respirator masks with filters, air quality monitors, walkie-talkies for immediate communication, and safety harnesses that could be attached to a heavy-duty hoist in case of emergency. They also utilized an air circulator that continually cycled air from the surface into the work area to ensure proper airflow. With all of that addressed, Pavel and Ethan had their work cut out for them as they cleaned up the thick layer of grime that caked the maintenance shaft. From top to bottom and everywhere in between, it was crucial to wash away any bird mess that could attract the pigeons back. And these guys saved the best for last.
Oh, the last part got really ugly. Messy. Very messy.
All in a day's work for our crew.
I think that's what definitely sets us apart is we've got a really good solid team and we're able to bring in and attract more solid team members to our team, which makes stuff like this a lot more doable. It's the equipment, the tools, the knowledge. Put that all together, we're able to do just about anything.
Well, that wraps this one up. If you like this episode, why don't you check out the time that we were at a different lift bridge in Brockport to help them out with some leaf cutter bees. Anyway, I'm Matt Miller. We'll catch you at the next job.